Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Accidental Beauty. If you're new, welcome. My name is Laura. I'm a self-taught makeup enthusiast who also really enjoys skincare, and I actually used to work in the cosmetics industry on the marketing end of things. I'm a graphic designer, so I did a little bit of social media marketing, a little bit of package design, kind of a little bit of everything, but I also talked to my coworkers a lot who worked in the labs or worked with the chemists who formulated cosmetics. I'm just really passionate about the whole cosmetics industry and have a little bit of background in training in that. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Sephora birthday gift for 2023. I picked up the Glow recipe set, so it is the Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner and the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. The box looks like this. The products look like that. So I will be testing them out on my face, trying them for the first time, and then at the end, after trying it for a few weeks, I'll give my final thoughts and kind of a full review and summary of what I thought about these products. Do I think it's worth picking up? All of that good stuff. And also, I do have dry skin. I have eczema prone skin, and I live in a very, very dry climate. I live in Toronto, Canada. It is currently winter. We also have hard water, so it also dries out your skin even more. So I have very, very dry skin. So as someone with dry eczema prone skin, I will be discussing all of that in my video and showing you guys how they work, especially during an eczema flare. If you guys are interested in hearing about all of that, especially as someone who is not just a makeup and skincare enthusiast, but as someone who used to work in the industry, then stay tuned for my review. So my video on this will be quite late. My birthday is January 23rd, and I don't know when this video is actually going to go up. I'd like to do a thorough review. I'm really trying I don't know where my channel is going, but I'm really trying to pay attention to detail better in my videos and do more thorough reviews. So I'm really going to try and give this a fair shot. I'm not just going to do a first impression. I'm really going to try it out a few times so that I can get a full impression of this. So here are the products. They're mini size. You get 25 milliliters or 0.84 fluid ounces of the toner, and you get 15 milliliters or 0.5 fluid ounces of the Niacinamide Dew Drops. So just a fun fact that I thought I would mention. So I looked up before to see, how you're supposed to use these because it's not actually written on the box. So the toner says, after cleansing in the AM and PM, dispense into your palms and gently press into your face and neck until fully absorbed. Can also be applied with a cotton pad. Follow with sunscreen during the day. Avoid the eye area. Can I just say, Glow Recipe's packaging is exceptional. It is so beautiful, so attractive. I want to buy everything because it just looks so cute. And normally I'm not such a sucker for packaging. I do love good packaging. Don't get me wrong. I used to work in packaging on the design side of things. So I do love some good packaging, but this packaging is just too damn cute. Okay, so about the Niacinamide Dew Drops, it says, for a natural glow and brightening serum, apply 1 pump before moisturizer for long-lasting glowing skin results. You can also use it as a primer, which I thought was really interesting. And I've seen a lot of skincare products advertise that you can use them as a primer underneath makeup as well, which I found really interesting. Makes total sense, and I would love to try that out. So you do get quite a bit in here, so I'm definitely going to be trying that out a couple different ways throughout the video and try and document it so we can see how it performs. And even though this is pricey, if it does make my makeup look exceptional, I would consider buying it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So as a primer, apply 1 to 2 pumps as the last step in your skincare routine before makeup. For maximum glow on a no makeup day, apply 1 to 2 pumps as the last step of your entire routine. Then they have extra dewdrop hacks. So over makeup, which I found fascinating. Pick up the formula using the ring finger and dab off excess on the back of your hand. I am not wasting this product. Then gently pat a drop of dew on the high points of the face in a tapping motion. So basically you can use it as a highlighter. Really interesting. I will definitely be trying that out because I am curious to see if it'll break up my foundation. Again, you can use it as a primer for a smooth finish and glow. You can mix it with foundation. Now that is also really interesting, and I'm very curious to see how that will work. It says mix a drop of dew into foundation for a boost of hydration and glow. For your eyes, dab a pea-sized amount to the center of the eyelid and blend out. Interesting, okay. For a double highlight, pat a drop below complexion makeup and layer with a powder highlighter on top. Okay, I just screenshotted that on my phone. I am absolutely going to try out all of these. I'm so curious. So let's start off with the toner. So I think we only apply a little bit of that, if I recall correctly. I'm like so distracted by the dew drops. After cleansing in the AM and PM, I've already washed my face, dispense into palms, and gently press into face. So do we have a scent? Because the other product that I've tried from Glow Recipe smelled beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, this is like, it smells like a Jolly Rancher. I love that. Just zoomed in a little bit. As you can see, I'm barefaced. So, ooh, okay. It's a little sticky. So that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can even see it. Massage it into the palms and then tap it in. Oh, this smells so nice. Normally I don't like candy scented things. This is actually really nice. Okay, I don't like this little stopper. I think you can probably, yeah, it looks like you can remove it. It's very sticky. The toners that I've tried so far have been more on like the kind of drying side, and this feels like it's got a bit more hydration to it. It almost feels like there's like glycerin or something in it because of the gloopy texture and the fact that it's kind of sticky. Or maybe there's aloe. Let's see, we have cactus extract, glycerin. Yeah, okay, I was right. Hyaluronic acid in here. We do actually have watermelon fruit ferment extract. Wow, some really interesting ingredients in here. Lots of plant-derived ingredients. And it says hydration and pore refining. As far as I know, most if not all toners are kind of meant to refine your pores, to kind of make your pores look like they've shrunk a little bit. I mean, I've just washed my face, so usually that kind of also shrinks my pores a bit, but you know, my skin looks good. Feels like it's really absorbed into my skin as well. And now let's try these dew drops. I'm so curious. Ooh. Okay, so it's like this sort of baby pink, this like millennial pink kind of color, like a Glossier pink. This one I don't think has a scent. Editing me here, I don't know what I was talking about. It definitely does have a scent. Like it smells like that same sort of Jolly Rancher watermelon flavor. But it's also got kind of that gloopy texture. Gently pat into the face until fully absorbed. It's kind of a thick texture. It's like a bit weird to pat this in. I have had negative reactions to niacinamide in the past. This isn't pure niacinamide, like there are other things in here. Like so far my skin seems okay. I don't know if you can tell, like over here I've got an eczema breakout that's just starting to calm down. And every time I use kind of any stronger active, it seems to irritate it. So I have a bunch of products with niacinamide in them, and every time I use them during an eczema flare, it seems to irritate my skin. So I've stopped using those. So far, this feels really nice. And again, I think because this also has glycerin in it, I don't know, it just seems like it's got something more soothing or maybe hydrating. As far as the ingredients go, I'm just looking. I don't really see anything that like super stands out other than glycerin. And then there are a whole bunch of things that I don't know what they do. Anyways, I feel like because it's not pure niacinamide and, you know, there's other ingredients that might be softening any sort of like harsh effects from the niacinamide, that might be helping. Okay, so let's take a look at my skin. I do see a glow. Like, it is there. It's not like super strong. Like, I wouldn't say that I look like I'm wearing highlighter or anything. But there is like a nice, healthy, soft glow, like a skincare kind of glow, almost like an oily glow. Yeah, definitely see it on my forehead. It could be because I didn't actually rub the product in. Yeah, on my cheeks it's like fully in. Forehead maybe not as much. Yeah, like I feel like there's a healthy glow. Like I don't look like I'm gonna glow from space or anything. I am very curious to see how this performs with makeup. So I'll be testing that out some more. I'll be testing the toner, as a regular toner. I think it says to use this twice a day. Yeah. So it says to use the toner twice a day. I'm going to tell you a secret. I only wash my face once a day in the evening. My skin is very, very dry, and I'm filming this at the beginning of February where, this time of year, it's incredibly, incredibly dry outside and just makes my eczema flare a lot more. So I really try and minimize how much I'm like stripping my skin, even though like after I cleanse, I moisturize. I just try and touch my skin as little as possible. But that being said, I will be testing out both of these products some more. The toner, I don't know if I'm going to do check-ins. I might just have my final thoughts at the end of the video. But the Niacinamide Dew Drops, I will be testing it out. I will be trying all of their makeup tips. So you'll see that in the next segment of this video. Because I am very, very intrigued. And considering 90% of the content on my channel is makeup focused, I think it would be appropriate to test that out to really see how it performs. First impressions, I'm happy. My skin feels good. That's like the most important thing. My skin feels good and it looks good. Toners, I haven't really seen like a huge variation across the board. I will be using this up, but it is pricey for what it is. So I don't know necessarily if I would consider, it's like $45 for the full size toner, which is a lot of money. That's in Canadian, by the way. You can get toners for a lot cheaper. The Dew Drops, though, if this actually works with foundation, that is a very unique, innovative product. So, I'm going to stop talking and we're going to try out the Dew Drops in a few different ways. And then at the end of the video, once I've tried out these products, I'll sort of summarize. I will give my full review and final thoughts. I've been using the Glow Recipe products for the past week. It is February 9th. I can't remember when I filmed the first part. I think I've been using it for about a week now. The toner and the niacinamide whatever serum thing. And look at my skin. This is incredible. Okay, I've got a little bit of redness because I was just stressed out. I'm still working. How I had that eczema patch there that looked really angry. It's still dry, it's a dry patch, but it's not as red as before. I'm just gonna step away from my ring light so you can kind of get a better sense of my skin. My skin looks glowy. It looks healthy. It feels good. Now, I have been using my regular skincare. I've just been incorporating those products into my regular skincare routine. So I haven't been using them by themselves. I still use my regular moisturizer and everything else, cleanser, whatever. My skin has really cleared up. I think I mentioned earlier in the video that my skin didn't seem to love niacinamide. It might have just been the other products from other brands that I was using because it really seems to love these products. And I love the way my skin looks. I know people say that Glow Recipe is overpriced and you can get the same results from cheaper products. I'm sure that's true, but because my skin is so temperamental, I'm kind of tempted. If something works, I will spend the money on it within reason, obviously. And my skin looks good, feels good. I'm thrilled. Okay, so I'm trying out the Dew Drops, using it as a primer underneath foundation. So I used, I'm wearing a bit of the Supergoop Glow Screen underneath, then the Dew Drops, and then I've got the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and that's it. Just kind of patted it into my skin with a damp makeup sponge, wet with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I'm just showing you in natural light. I'm just standing in front of my window. That's what it looks like after literally just putting it on. I've got some like pilling, but that's because of the skincare mask that I was wearing overnight, and I probably should have just washed it off because it pills everything. But anyways, this is what my skin is looking like. Looks pretty good, but we will do a check-in later. Okay, actually, to make this more realistic, I just added a little bit of concealer. I just added the which one is this? The Benefit Boing concealer, just under my eyes, because that's what I would normally do, but I don't have any blush or bronzer or anything like that on. And then I just did my eyebrows a little bit. So we will check in later and see how this wears. Okay, so I just came back from running errands. I just added some mascara and a little bit of brow gel. So this is what my face is looking like. I don't know if you can see, I've got like a tiny bit of creasing just on kind of the outer corner areas underneath my eyes, but otherwise things look pretty good. I've got like some pilling, but I think that's from the skincare that I was wearing last night, not anything to do with these products. I was wearing a mask, so I did have a tiny bit of foundation transfer, but like my nose looks pretty good. I think everything looks pretty good so far. Okay, I'm gonna do a check-in with like the last little bit of natural light. I've just got like a lamp on as well because the sun is setting right now. So it is, what time is it? It's just after 6, and I think I put on the makeup around 11-ish. So it's been like 7 hours, and this is how it looks. Let's take a look. Okay, so creasing doesn't look like it's gotten worse from before. Looks about the same. My nose looks okay, but I think some product might have rubbed off. I mean, my skin looks really good, actually. Not gonna lie, like way better. I use the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, which sometimes can be a little like crusty by this point, and my skin looks really good. I'm just gonna go in front of my ring light just so we can take a better look. Yeah, okay, so some of the foundation is rubbed off, but yeah, it's definitely there in some places, just like kind of down here by my jaw. Looks like it rubbed off, but like as a primer, I think this worked really nicely. My skin looks fresh and glowy and just really healthy. Like usually my skin looks really dry and crusty and flaky by this point wearing this foundation, so I'm actually really impressed. Last check-in of the day, I just have my ring light on because now it is almost 1 in the morning. I feel like most of my makeup has probably come off by now. I feel like I got a little under 12 hours of wear, so I guess that's not terrible. You can see like, yeah, it's come off on my nose. It's mostly gone, but I didn't really expect it to last that long. But I mean, my skin looks good. Okay, so it is another day, and I'm trying out the Dew Drops mixed into foundation to give you like an extra little glow or whatever. So I mixed them in with the Rare Beauty foundation, which normally looks okay when I put it on, but then looks really crusty later in the day. So we'll see how it goes. Here, I'll just stand in natural light. I think it looks decent. I don't know what's going on over there. I think it looks pretty decent right now. I've just got, so I've got the Rare Beauty foundation, I've got the Vasanti primer underneath, and the Benefit concealer, and then blended it in with a sponge wet with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. So we will do a check-in later. Okay, so it's now a couple hours later. I just changed my outfit. Let's take a look. So I'm just standing in front of my window so I have some natural light. And this is what my skin looks like right now. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say it's like glowy, but it's definitely healthy. It doesn't look flaky or dry or gross, which can sometimes happen with this foundation, which is why I wanted to try it out with this product. I think it looks good. Okay, it is now the end of the day. It's like 12:30 a.m. So I've had this foundation on for like more than 12 hours. Is it even still on? Okay, yeah, it's definitely still there. Just added a bit of blush that's now kind of partially worn away. But anyways, I don't really see it glow. I mean, the foundation that I used isn't particularly glowy, but like my skin looks good. I think it definitely improved the look of my skin, which is saying something because this foundation usually looks awful at the end of the day and my skin looks great. So definitely points there. I don't see a glow, but if I wanted to be glowy, like I feel like just for me and my preferences, I would just use like a highlighter or something. I mean, I've got like a little bit of glow kind of in my T-zone, but I'm a little bit more oily there. So like, I'm not mad. I think my skin looks really good, but I don't know if it necessarily does what it advertises to do. But I think it still worked. Like, I mean, it looks good. I don't know if it worked as advertised, but I think it still looks decent. Okay, so it's another day. We're doing another test. I've got foundation and my brows on. I have the Rare Beauty primer with the Rare Beauty foundation, and then a bit of the Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer. Brows are Benefit Precisely My Brow, and a little bit of the Glossier Brow Flick. That's it. Those are the only products that I have on my face right now. Let's test out this highlighter combo. I'm just gonna turn on my ring light just so we can see it better. Okay, so I think it said to put the dew drops on first and then layer it with a powder foundation. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna take like a little amount. I don't know how much you're supposed to use. This is probably actually way too much. And I'll put some on my nose because I have some extra. Stuff is pricey, so I don't want to waste it. Okay, so dew drops are on. Just give it a couple minutes to sort of like dry down before I put powder on, because I don't want them to like mix and get all goopy and gross. So we'll just let that dry, and then we'll try it out with a highlighter. Okay, so we've let the dew drops dry. You can kind of see them there. And now we'll put powder highlighter on top. So I'm just going to use my About Face powder highlighter. Looks like that. Just sort of a standard highlighter. It's not too blinding. It's not too subtle. It's kind of in the middle. And I'm just going to put it on using my finger. I'm not sure about this. I feel like it's just lifting my foundation underneath. I don't know if you can see that. Like right over here. I feel like it's just lifted everything underneath. I'm going to try and cover it with highlighter, but I feel like it's just emphasizing texture. It's not sticking. I'm not sure about this tip. Like maybe a liquid or cream highlighter might be a better call, but I'm pretty sure they said to use powder. I'm not sure about this one. On my nose as well. Like it's very sticky on my face where I had the dew drops. Yeah, this does not look good. I really hope you can see, like it's lifting product and just kind of like sticking in a really weird way. I'm not a fan. Hold on, let me switch to my back camera maybe. Can you see that where it's lifted? I'm just gonna show the other side as well. Like from a distance, it's not bad. Yeah, it makes it a little bit more blinding, but it just lifts and it's sticky and like I'm not a fan. Okay, so I'm just standing in natural light. I got my front facing camera on again, and like Yeah, it made it blinding, but like I'm going out later and this is just, it does not look good. But I'll do a check-in later, I guess, so we can kind of see if it increases longevity. Not like I really have a problem with powder highlighter sticking. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, it's now about two hours later or so, and I'm just doing a check-in, and like, I don't know if it's gotten worse, but it definitely hasn't gotten better. The only thing I will say is I think this method maybe brings out the undertones in this highlighter a little bit, because it's sort of like a greeny yellow color. It's really cool, really unique. I really like this highlighter. So I'm seeing like more of those undertones show up. It's maybe like a little bit more intense, but it's so patchy that it's not worth it. Like I would rather just spray it with like Fix Plus or something just to get more intensity, or just apply more, than to have it patchy like this. And it's like, when I touch it, it's so sticky. Like I can feel the product underneath. It just, it's so bad. Like, it looks so bad. Okay, I'm really trying to fix this because I do have plans later. If I just kind of try and blend it, we kind of lost some of that intensity. Yeah, definitely lost the intensity, but like it looks a little bit better. But normally I can apply this highlighter with my fingers and I don't have a problem. So it's definitely the fact that it's sitting on top of these dew drops. Just looking in natural light, I think it looks a little bit better. Like we're definitely glowing, but just feel like it emphasizes texture also, which I don't love. Okay, so it is 4 o'clock, which means it's been about 7 hours since I tried this out, and we're doing another check-in. And this is how it's looking right now. So obviously you can still see the highlighter, but like it is so patchy and cakey and gross looking. Like I've never had my highlight, I think, look quite this bad. Okay, just switch to the back camera so you can see the texture and the way that it kind of separated. Like it's really bad on this side. This side, I think it's maybe a little bit better. I'll ignore this, I was just scratching, but it's not good. I think this will probably be my last check-in because I don't think there's really any point. I'm probably gonna try and fix up my makeup the best that I can so that when I go out later, I actually look somewhat decent. I tried to put a little bit of MAC Fix Plus and then just kind of blend it with a sponge. I didn't touch the highlighted areas, but I noticed like my face was looking a little dry and textured. But yeah, like this area, the outside of the highlight, like the outside kind of area, it looks so bad. It's just emphasizing texture, and like it's not even like the pigment isn't even sticking uniformly. It's kind of patchy, and I've never had that problem with this highlight before, so I think it's definitely the dew drops, which is a shame because I think this is a good technique in theory, but something isn't working well. So I'm gonna say this one was a bit of a fail, but some of the other ones seem to work better. So I think we have one more trick or tip to try out. Hopefully that one works better than this one. All right, so I'm going to be testing out the last method of using the Glow Recipe Dew Drops as sort of like a makeup skincare hybrid type thing. And I'm going to try putting them on my eyes, sort of as like an eye gloss, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we're sort of going for like a no makeup look today, apparently. I just have like sort of skincare with like a little bit of makeup on, I guess. I just have a bit of the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Camo Drops with the Supergoop Glow Screen, and then the Glossier Brow Flick and Boy Brow, just to do my brows a little bit, and then a bit of the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer, which I think is actually discontinued. Anyways, just very, very light coverage stuff. Apparently not enough coverage to cover this little eczema flare, but anyways, not the point. So I'm gonna take the Dew Drops. I think it says to just put some in the center of your eye and then blend it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I get it. I don't think this is gonna work. It's like really not my vibe. I'm intentionally not doing this with anything pigmented because I know it'll make it crease or it'll just interact really weirdly with the formula. All right, so let's give that like 30 seconds to dry, and then I'll just put on mascara once that dries down a little bit, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so the eye gloss is on, and I just added a little bit of the CoverGirl Plumpify mascara. That's what it's looking like. Wow, very no makeup today, but it actually kind of looks cute. All right, well, we'll see. It is now 2:30. I'll do another check-in in probably a couple hours. I have a bunch of errands to run, just like cooking and cleaning and stuff around the apartment. So I will check in at some point this afternoon, show you kind of like how it's looking, whether it's lasting, and then I'll probably do 1 or 2 more check-ins after that. And we'll see about longevity and stuff, I guess. All right, it is 5:30, so it's been 3 hours since I applied the like eye gloss, like the dew drops on my eyelids, and like, are they even there? Hold on, I need a mirror. Okay, yeah, they have basically just dried. Like there's no gloss left. They're pretty much gone. They started creasing on my eyes after like, I'd say probably about an hour. And now like, I can't really see any gloss. So I'm guessing this tip is kind of like if you want to do a sort of editorial type look, but like literally just for pictures or video or something. And then, you know, you don't expect it to last or you're going to take it off. Like there's nothing left. My eyelids are like, ugh. Okay, there is a little bit of product still on there because my eyelids are kind of like sticky, goopy. I wouldn't do this for like regular wear. Maybe for like pictures if you want to look cute and still have some skincare on rather than like, I don't know, like putting lip gloss on your eyes, but like, nah, not for like everyday wear for sure. So I'm gonna say like there's no point in doing a check-in later because it's already gone. So yeah, this is another fail, unfortunately. So that was me thoroughly testing out the Sephora 2023 birthday gift from Glow Recipe, the toner and the Niacinamide Dew Drops. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I really did try and make it as thorough and informative as possible so that if you're deciding to pick these up, you can make the best choice for you. I've been using these products for several weeks now, and I feel like I've gotten to know how they work pretty well, so I can give my final thoughts. And also I want to have this video up as soon as possible. Usually I have my birthday gift video up a lot sooner, but I've just been busy. Okay, you know what? Spoiler, I love both of these. They're excellent. Let's talk about them individually. The toner is really nice. It feels good. It doesn't feel drying on my skin, and often toners feel a little bit drying because I think that's partly what they're supposed to do. They kind of like dry your skin a little bit so that your pores are tightened. But this one is hydrating and pore refining. I don't really know enough about skincare to know like exactly how that works, but this is probably like, I've tried several toners, and I think this one is probably the nicest feeling on the skin. It smells amazing. Like both of these products smell incredible. It's that fake Jolly Rancher smell, but I really enjoy it. I've definitely noticed my skin improving with use. So I definitely attribute it to these products. Like I was using my regular skincare and this made a noticeable difference. The Niacinamide Dew Drops ultimate glow and brightening. I feel like I've tried other products that maybe give a little bit more glow dewiness to the face. It does do that, but I've noticed other products give more of that effect. Not the biggest deal. Like if I'm looking for kind of a glowy, dewy effect, I'm gonna put on makeup. I'm gonna just wear like highlighter or some other like highlighting type product, or I'll use like a face oil or something if I really want to look like dewy. I'm not expecting to get like an oil slick look from a product like this. I'm using these products more in my evening skincare than in my daytime skincare. So it's not really the biggest deal, but if we're talking about like what it promises to do, I don't know if it gives you the ultimate glow. I think it does brighten the complexion a bit. Like, okay, I'm wearing makeup right now, so ignore what I have on my face, but like, I think it did sort of brighten my complexion over time. My skin was looking very dull, very dry, dehydrated, and these products did rejuvenate my skin and give it a bit more life. So I did appreciate that. I think I mentioned at the beginning of the video that my skin did react negatively to other products that had niacinamide in them, so I was kind of hesitant or worried about this product. Could have been a different ingredient or just the concentration of niacinamide, because my skin seemed to really enjoy this product, both of them actually, but you know, I didn't have any negative effects. I felt like these products together improved the look of my skin and helped my eczema rather than make it flare. And overall, I'm just really happy with these products. I would consider purchasing the full size of both of these because I think together they work really nicely. It's a really nicely curated birthday set. They smell so lovely. I love Glow Recipes packaging. I know they're not cheap products. I've heard sort of skincare experts say mixed things when it comes to brands like Glow Recipe. They say that they're overpriced, that you can get the same effect from brands like The Ordinary or the Inkey List. For me personally, yes, I like to look at ingredients. I wouldn't say I have a background in skincare, but like I'm a skincare enthusiast and I used to work in the cosmetics industry. So, you know, I've learned a lot about what different ingredients can do and how effective they are and that sort of thing. But on the other hand, I have very temperamental skin. My eczema flares kind of seasonally. Also, if I'm stressed, it'll flare. And what I've found is when I find a product that works for me, that my skin likes, no matter how expensive it is, within reason, no matter how expensive it is, I will just continue to buy that, because if my skin is happy and my eczema is under control, then it is worth every penny. And I've tried products from The Ordinary. Personally, wasn't super impressed. I've tried a couple products from the Inkey List. They're good. I like them. I've tried a couple Korean skincare brands, and Glow Recipe is sort of like a Korean American skincare brand, so I'm sort of in between. Every product that I've tried from Glow Recipe so far, I've loved, and more importantly, my skin has loved, and it clears up, you know, my eczema, keeps my eczema under control. So that is worth every penny to me. And even if there are maybe filler ingredients or the products are marked up really high, if this works better than The Ordinary or the Inkey List products, then I'm gonna buy these products because they work for me. I don't know what like magical ingredient is in Glow Recipe products, but my skin seems to love them, so I'm not gonna complain. I highly recommend you guys pick up this birthday set, especially if you guys have eczema. I think this is a very eczema friendly, dry skin friendly set. If you've never tried Glow Recipe before and you're looking for some nice skincare, I think this is a really great gift or great gift option. Or if you've already picked up your birthday gift, but you're, you know, thinking about trying Glow Recipe, I highly recommend trying out the full size of these, or if you can find minis, then, you know, maybe try those and see if you like them first. But yeah, I really, both of these products, I would give a solid 11 out of 5. I'm so happy with them. Definitely recommend. I would buy the full size. I would repurchase again and again, because if my skin likes it, then I'm happy. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Have you tried these products? Did you pick up the birthday gift? What did you guys think? Or if you guys picked up the other birthday gifts, I'd love to hear your thoughts on those. Very curious to hear if you like those, like why you didn't pick up this one, why you decided to pick up other ones, or if you picked up this birthday gift set, did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? I just love talking about makeup and skincare, so I'd love to start a conversation with people. I don't really get a lot of insight from YouTube about who's actually watching my videos, and I'd love to just interact with you guys and, talk about makeup and skincare. This is what I love talking about, and I'm just trying to build a community of people who are interested in the same things as me. So, don't be shy. Feel free to comment and let's chat about makeup and skincare. If you like the type of content that I post here on my channel, it's mostly bold makeup looks and some fun sort of goth inspired fashion. If you like that type of stuff, I post more of that on my other social media accounts, so I'd love if you could give me a follow there, interact with my posts. That just helps me grow as a small creator, and again, just build a community of like-minded individuals, so then hopefully I can reach more people like you and just keep growing as a creator, because I just want to connect with more of you. And if you enjoy the content that I post here on my channel and you want to see more, I'd love it if you could subscribe and turn on notifications, and that way you'll get updated every time I post a new video, and I'll see you guys next time.